This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo at the famous Old Course, the home of golf in St. Andrews. And Frank, so often, even the greats of the game, when they come here for the very first time, they scratch their heads. They say, I don't get it. Why all the commotion about the Old Course? And then they play it a few times and they begin to come around. What happens to people after they've played the Old Course a few times?
Well, it's going to sound like a cliche, but you fall in love with it. And I'm like everybody else. When I first played it, I didn't think it was special. Then when I played it the next time, the wind was different the next time. And after all these years, every time you play it, it just appears a little different. But one thing you should do, take a local caddy. They'll point you into some interesting directions to try and navigate all those evil little pot bunkers.
I did take one of the local caddies, and I pulled one left into the junk. And like every other golfer, I turned to my caddy and I said, hey, Jimmy, is that okay? And he said, does that look okay? Hit another one? And I did. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Third shot, looking for a good one. He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away. This is a 16-footer.
How did that not go in?
Frank, that's disappointing. You like to get out of the gates with a par.
Yeah, this is where a convenient memory would certainly help.
Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey. 2-1 over par early on in this round. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, because the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Man,
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. On the tee box here at the third now, Frank, all these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in a kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the Old Course?
No, well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Frank, the challenge begins to intensify here at the fourth.
Yeah, a bit risky if you try and hit it down the right side. Just about every player I've seen over the years has sort of aired a little bit to the left. That's a safer tee shot, but it does set up a very daunting second. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
So the second of the par four goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Rory McILroy looking to take advantage with this putt. You can't miss him from that distance.
Yeah, another bogey at the fourth.
These putts keep the round together. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Well, he's going to beat himself up on the way to the next tee. You don't miss those putts. So just a formality here. So with that, 3 over par now for the round. Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up. I tell you, there's long and long, and that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, hit the green, but certainly not close to the hole.
Yeah, probably barely give him a C for that shot.
This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read, and missed out on that second part. So with that, they're trying to fight back, now at 2 over. Now to the 374-yard par 4 sixth, another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just be very careful of the wind conditions here, because that'll affect the strategy off the tee, but bunkers left and right to be avoided.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That will be a great look at birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He is just so explosive. Over the ball here at the 7th. And Frank, if you had to script a game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 11.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Second shot. Good look at the green. And it generates some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
wow, what a birdie. Frank, now at the par 3 8th, and how challenging is this hole?
Well, it's called short on the scorecard, but massive green. The problem here is trying to hit it close. A lot of little subtle breaks and undulations in this green, and often you see long, long birdie putts here.
Well, this could be good. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And how about that? That's a 4th birdie on the day. Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that avoids those bunkers has every chance of finding this par 4 with your tee shot.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Great lie. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way.
Plus, with Rory, the chat in the locker room, when you hear someone say, I couldn't hit that shot he just hit today, that's when you know you're different.
How about the 2 eagles he made in the final 3 holes? Saturday, round 3, on his way to winning the Open Championship in 2014.
That was phenomenal. 16 was virtually unreachable for most of the field. 2 phenomenal shots. And obviously he's in a tussle with Ricky Fowler. And then to top it off, that 5-iron he hit into 18 was just, it never left the flagstick. Yeah, he has that ability just to hit the gas pedal at the right time.
Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Nice play right there. That's in pretty close.
No, it can't be. 6 in a row?
This would be 6 in a row. And now they're rolling 3 under par. Frank, number 11, the Eden, is really one of the more fascinating holes in all of golf.
Yeah, the 2 bunkers that the players normally worry about, Strath bunker in the front and the Hill bunker to the left. What makes those 2 bunkers so difficult is the steepness of the faces in them.
Good chance at one. That'll leave him with a good birdie opportunity, only about 10 feet away. That's a good shot.
Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And getting ready for the putt. Nice par to remain 3 under. Frank, the charm of St. Andrews, the history of the old course, it all sort of comes into view here at the 12th, doesn't it?
Yeah, very pretty hole. Eden Estuary to the right. Obviously a nice view of the township of St. Andrews in the distance. But long hitters can just lick their chops and have a crack at this green. All they've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker short. But either into the breeze, or if you're not a long hitter, you've got to worry about those 4 bunkers that are well placed smack bang in the middle of this fairway.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. What an opportunity, a putt for eagle. Very well done, almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. How about that? 4 under par. Moving on now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what's the strategy here?
Once again, to avoid those pot bunkers, the first one is called nicks, and then the other 2 up ahead, once again, they're called the coffins. Somehow you've got to go right or left of those or beyond those. If you can go in the exact right position, which is slightly left center, you will actually have a full view of this green. The left or right of that, then it's a blind second shot.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Well, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. He'd settle for par here. Four under on the day. Frank, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14th?
Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pot bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the 4th fairway. That's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
Good contact, good result. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Bit surprising. Misses the green in regulation here at the par 5.
Yeah, you'd think this is one of the easier holes on the golf course. So now just trying to avoid 6. Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 4th hole seems to have really put him off his game. Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That will be a great look at birdie. 12 feet still to go. You have to like that. 4 under. Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole. And what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the principal's nose. Otherwise, you're going to finish up in the principal's office.
Uh-oh, this could be trouble. This one is way offline and headed towards those out-of-bounds stakes. Frank, this is where a round can get away. You've just knocked it OB.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now. So he doesn't want to compile the error.
So now he's playing his third shot, Frank, after hitting it OB.
A good tee shot, though. So see if he can string a couple of good shots together now.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. Rich, it's a different challenge today. The weather is so day-to-day out here, and when you get a breeze like this that's kicking up, you really have to sort of change your approach to playing these holes.
It looks nice out there, the blue skies, plenty of high sunshine, but it's a challenge because those winds have really freshened up. That shot does finish up on the green, but it sets up for a very difficult putt. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. This one just requires a little bit of focus. But that was a good-looking putt, just not dropping right now.
It's no snack, though.
Well, once you hit double the par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Now at the 17th tee, and Frank, this is really when you begin to feel the weight and the history of the old course bearing down on you.
And you also feel the nerves as well, because you're having to hit it not just at a fairway or over a bush, but over the corner of an out of bounds. And you'll see there's a little sign up there that says Old Course and Country Club. So you've got to pick the exact letter for the line that you want to hit it across. Hit it down the right side, this hole certainly becomes shorter. Left, you find the left and short, you find the road hole bunker. A little right and long, and well, there's a chance of going out of bounds or on the road itself.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, I thought he had that. Frank, you hate to miss it from that distance.
More than a setback there.
Rory McILroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. Without a doubt, it is one of the most famous finishing holes in all of golf. Frank, it doesn't look like much from the tee, but wow, when you factor in the history, it's something special, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a little road that runs across this par 4. It's about 100 yards short of the green. It certainly comes into play when you play this hole into the breeze. But no breeze or into the breeze, you've got to worry about the out of bounds that surrounds the green, all the way down the right side and beyond. And it's a wonderful little finishing hole in many ways because it tests the mere mortal and it tests the greats of the game.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. So a good performance today, 71. Well, Frank, how do you begin to sum up what we've seen at the birthplace of golf today? The course, the scenery, the weather, the play. It was really all vintage St. Andrews.
Absolute pleasure to play the old course once again, Rich. You can see how technology might have changed it. There's a few more par fours that are reachable these days for the longer hitters, but still, it's a great memory of where golf started, where it is now, and where it's going to be.
And with that, for my colleague Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports saying so long from Scotland.